know this messenger is orchestrating small magical moments to remind you life is here to delight you. Welcome to Intuition Unlocked, the podcast empowering empathic women who feel misunderstood, overwhelmed, or disconnected from their intuition, begin to trust their sensitivities, find inner clarity, and show up with embodied, unstoppable confidence in their daily lives. I am your host, Olivia Ashley, an empath and intuitive, and I am so happy you're here. Welcome to today's Intuition Keys episode. I bring you these episodes to help you reconnect to yourself, your energy, and your own inner wisdom. And I do this by offering timeless, channeled insights and messages into what you most need to know now, feel, and understand in this moment so you can walk your path with more support, more attunement, and know what you're moving through. As you listen, allow your intuition to guide you. Notice what resonates, what stirs something within you, and gently set aside what does not. You can take what you need and you can leave the rest. And in this episode, we will explore how spirit messengers are showing up to guide you, that there is an invitation to step into a new chapter, and you'll get insight around the invitation that's coming forward that is opening a new chapter for you. And you'll learn about the different realities emerging before you and how there's a nudge to take action. So let's get into it. The main theme and message that came through today was messengers are here. I was shown the image of a ladybug. And for me, ladybugs have always arrived as spirit messengers. They are typically gentle yet potent symbols from the unseen realm. Often when one appears for me, there's a message from my dad or from a spirit baby offering love, presence, or guidance. So when this came through, I immediately knew that there is a spirit messenger here drawing close to you, wanting to make their love known. And this messenger may be someone you know, an ancestor, a loved one in spirit, or even a soul you've never consciously met in this life. Either way, their presence comes bearing joy, luck, upliftment, and the quiet reassurance that you are so supported. Because ladybugs symbolize luck, joy, and sweet synchronicity. So you may begin to notice them around you, either physically or symbolically. And when they appear, take a moment to pause. Notice what you feel. Maybe a name, a memory, or an emotion comes to the surface. And know that whatever it is your clue. And you can ask it, what are you trying to tell me? And who is with me? And see if you can feel or sense through that way. So whether it's a ladybug or something else, know that some synchronicities are going to show up to you in undeniable ways because this messenger is trying to get your attention. You might see a feather on your path, a sudden memory coming forward from a song, a repeated number you keep seeing. Know this messenger is orchestrating small magical moments to remind you life is here to delight you. So be open to it because this messenger is near. Here are 4 more messages that I received just for you related to this main message and what you're moving through in general. Message 1, a new chapter begins. Are you ready for your next chapter? Because whether you feel prepared or not, it is here. The energy right now is so fertile and alive with the vibration of new beginnings. And yet many of you may have recently been in what I can only describe as a clearing or a purging phase. And I really see that this has been the last year. And then you've had in the last 6 months or so aspects where you're starting to pop your head out and come out of that space and be in this presence and then kind of go back in and move through a little bit more. You might have moved through illness, loss, a big shift, or some emotional healing or unravelings that have surfaced in this time period. And if you felt confused or disconnected from that new beginning energy, know this. It's been working underneath the surface preparing for you. It's been preparing you for this culmination point, which you are now stepping into. And it's really about acknowledging the moment you're in, acknowledging that something old has ended, even if subtly, and you're not even sure what that is specifically. There is a new frequency that is beginning to settle into your life. And right now, Spirit is inviting you to pause and witness where you are, because a definitive turning point is here or soon approaching. Something big and meaningful that is about to shift your life and start this new chapter. And whatever this is for you, it will mark the start of something deeply aligned and different, and it's a shift point in your life. It's very distinct, and you will be able to look back and understand it once you've been moving forward and in this space for a little bit, but it's here for you. So you can pause for a moment and simply honor this. Honor the bigness of everything you've been moving through the last year or so, and now what you're ready to move into. And maybe you don't even feel fully ready, but it's not even about that. It's really about the energy that's coming forward and that's present for you. I see you inside looking through the windows. There's an automatic door that opens and closes and opens and closes, and then you're like, should I go out? Should I stay? I can see everything from here. But now the doors are fully open and there's a breeze that's pulling you and there's a push from behind saying, yes, just step through, step forward. It's going to happen no matter what. And you can have more ease if you welcome and start to take the steps towards it. Because this is for you, and there's a richness here in the journey of becoming, because you're writing a new chapter, you're writing a new story, and you are ready. With this energy coming, you may feel a desire to rearrange your physical spaces, clear out clutter, start something new, or have more time just reflecting on who you've become, but from the present moment stance of, wow, this is who I am, this is what I want, this is what I'm needing, and this is how I'm going to show up in this moment day to day to really anchor this in, because it's helping you get into alignment with this new chapter. And you do not need a detailed plan. There's a lot with this message that is saying, you don't need to have a plan or know the way. You just need to ride the momentum and welcome it. You can allow your nervous system to catch up with what your soul and spirit already know, which is you're being given permission to begin again, but with deeper truth, clear vision, and soft strength. Message 2, realities emerging. This message comes with a similar energy of the first, but it's different. There is this bigness, this weightiness, this oomph to the energies right now, and specifically around your life and the paths ahead that are coming towards you and that you're walking towards. There are multiple realities beginning to emerge and present themselves for you. So I see yourself as here in this moment, and then I see at least 3 different pathways ahead of you that are possibilities that you will walk. And you're coming to a moment of convergence of making that decision or having that decision being set. And with this, it brings the offering of a choice to step into a different version of your life, a new vibration, a new rhythm, a new path, if you want it. There are some options that will feel familiar, some old timelines here that might repeat, and that might not feel or bring newness, new vibration, new beginnings in that way. But there are other realities opening that are completely new. There's at least one that is aligned with what you've been calling forward or really wanting and taking steps towards. So that is a possibility. And then there's some hybrid paths where there's some merging of the old with the new and walking that forward to still play out similar themes and patterns while also being brought in some new ones as well. And with this, know that your daily choices, thoughts, and energy patterns are shaping which reality will take root. So pay attention. Are you saying yes to the life you want and really showing up in embodied, aligned, intentional action? Or are you defaulting to the one you know that's comfortable, that you're aware of, and kind of just staying where you've been? Neither is wrong, it's just an option. You have options in front of you and you get to decide what you're comfortable with, what you're ready for, and what will come forward for you. Because time is moving quickly, so this is going to happen rather fast. And know that your soul came here to experience, to expand, and to grow. So you're being brought forward exactly what you need, and trust that. And it may look like what you expect, but it also might not. But either way, it will carry purpose alignment and the right timing for you. And remember, you do not need to have all the answers or force something to happen. It's more about being present here in this moment, taking the steps that feel best for you in the moment to nourish yourself, support yourself, work through whatever you need to work through, and just stay connected to what's surfacing. Let your intuition and your body help guide you. There's a lot of messages coming towards you. There's a lot that wants to be heard. And so settle in and see if you can just get some baseline understanding of what you're feeling. And also let spirit surprise you. Let the messengers surprise you. Let yourself receive the reality that supports your next becoming and trust that it's going to happen. Message 3. It's time to take flight. So this message arrives with a surge of momentum. There's something you've been holding in your heart, maybe a desire, a calling, a change you felt coming. Maybe it's still forming, or you've known for a while but haven't fully claimed it. Either way, Spirit is saying the waiting season is complete and it's time for you to take flight. And you may have been in and out of this cocoon over the last year. This came up again, like you've been waiting, you've been in the nest, you've been growing and doing what you needed to get to this point. And that energy was not stagnation. It was not that you were stuck or still. There was a lot that was happening under the surface that you were preparing for to get you to this time. And your wings have been forming in that time in the unseen. And now you're ready and you're being guided toward motion, not in chaos or overwhelm or pushing or forcing, but in true embodied readiness and movement. It does not have to be a huge leap. It may be a single conversation, a small risk, a new boundary, or a bold declaration to yourself. It's up to you what this looks like. And I'm hoping as I'm sharing this message, whatever this is for you is starting to come to the surface. The point here is to start, to break the inertia and begin. You're being asked to trust the wind beneath you and trust where you're going to be guided, because it's not just a leap into nothing. It's like you're soaring and then you'll find where you need to be for a little bit. And then when you're ready, you'll get back up and you'll go wherever else. So it's really this beautiful dance with life, with your intuition of knowing where to go. And you do not need all the answers, similar to the other messages. You do not need to know the entire path. You simply need to trust this time, this energy, and this pulsation that's going to start moving through you, because there is nudges happening. It's just from so many levels, you're going to be nudged forward. And this momentum builds with choice. So use your inner guidance system, your intuition, to help make these decisions and know where to go. You may fear falling, you may fear being understood or making the wrong move, but the real danger here is in denying your wings. You need to trust the season, that you've done the growth, you've done the work, you are ready for this next transition, and it's time to fly. And you will not be doing this alone. There is a definite wave of others around you, especially in this community, that are coming to this same truth and precipice, that they're stepping into visibility, purpose, and power alongside of you. So know that you're a part of a greater unfolding. And as you leap and take flight, your courage will create currents that ripple outward, and you free others to take flight as well. So ask yourself, what is the first brave step I can take today to say yes to what is calling me forward? Truthfully, you're already midair. Just let the wind show you the way. Message 4 and the last message, remember quality over quantity. You are being gently but clearly reminded that life right now is not about how much, it is about what's true. It's about quality over quantity. And this message comes as a recalibration for you, a reminder to return to simplicity, presence, and depth In a world that often measures value by quantity, more doing, more items, more buying, more achieving, more acquiring, yet you are being asked and your spirit is asking you for something far more important and sacred that's going to help you, which is having intention. Because there's deep medicine in intentional quality right now. So you may be noticing that certain things no longer hold the same weight. Maybe habits, relationships, routines, or ambitions that once felt energizing might now start to feel dull, draining, or misaligned. And this is not a failure. Truthfully, it's like a growing period. It's clarity that's coming forward. And to make sure you're aligning with quality, you can ask yourself when you're making choices throughout your day, is this aligned with who I am now? Does this nourish me at the soul level? Is this a true exchange or am I leaking energy? And that's really important, that last one, because I see that this message is coming forward because you are leaking energy out. Because of the focus of quantity, which often is convenience and throwaway culture, and I'm just going to do this quick thing versus this more in-depth thing because it's easier, but maybe not as nourishing, that you're losing some of your vitality through this excess, through this quantity focus. And this goes beyond just what you do. It's more how you're doing it. So take a few deep breaths with me here in this moment. Notice the settling into your body and recognize that just taking a few simple moments each day will help get you back into your body and bring you into focus of really what is quality for you? What does quality mean? How can I choose things that are of quality that support me, even if it means it takes a little bit more time? Whatever this is for you, it's different for each of you. And know your intuition is already whispering to you what needs to be pared down or prioritized. You may be in a season of needing less, but better. Maybe less scrolling and more soul connection. Maybe fewer shoulds and more yeses. Maybe less output and more rest, or less perfection and more truth and trying. So at its essence, this is a call to refine your space and your energy. Physically, emotionally, energetically, spiritually. What needs clearing? What needs curating? What deserves your full attention? And know that when you get honest with yourself, things are going to become clearer, and then you'll know how to take action from that space. So trust that fewer, more intentional steps is going to carry you farther than 1,000 rushed ones. And at this time, let quality be your compass. So these messages today are here to guide you back to yourself, to remind you that you are held, that your path is sacred, and that your intuition knows. And as you move through this time, stay open to the messages, look for the messenger, the synchronicities, and the small shifts that want to meet you. Because there is a lot speaking to you right now that is wanting to be heard and felt and listened to. And this will help you take the next right action. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this episode resonated, I'd love if you could share the episode with a friend or leave a rating and review as your offering of gratitude for this podcast and this time. Until next time, continue to trust your own knowing and intuition. And remember, the path is already unfolding beneath your feet. So be courageous and take flight. Thank you for joining me on Intuition Unlocked. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of insight, guidance, or intuitive inspiration. To dive deeper into our community and get access to exclusive content, head to my website at www.olivia-ashley.com and subscribe to my newsletter. You can also connect with me on Instagram at wildlyolivia for daily inspiration and updates. Remember, your intuition is your superpower. Trust it, nurture it, and let it guide you. Until next time, I'm Olivia Ashley, and I can't wait to connect with you again.